right, man. Let's talk, man. Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson called each other out. Well, Devin called him out, and then Shakur, responded. He basically said, watch what you're, wait, what you wishing for, or whatever, what you asking for, or whatever. Seeing James Tony say, saying that Usyk is not a great fighter. He's an average fighter. Okay, cool. Everybody got their opinions out here. I mean, yeah, man, it's a lot of stuff going on in boxing. See, when we got fights, it gives us a lot of great content, and I can just maximize the content. You feel me? But so yeah, so for the most part, they're going back and forth. I feel that there's just talk until they gotta fight, to gun pistol to the head. Shakur ain't trying to make that fight. I'll tell you that right now. Shakur ain't trying to make that fight. Devin walking like he talk it. Let's not forget Bernie the boxer saying that Devin Haney is too big for Shakur, and that Shakur, they just on two different paths, and Shakur need to go his own way and leave Devin Haney alone and all that shit. Yeah, my thing is then, they say that, but then for Bud, it's like, well, size ain't nothing, and I get it, Bud a different type of animal. Shakur ain't Bud, which I have another video addressing that somewhere down the line. To what Tim Bradley said. Devin said, me and Shakur next biggest fight in boxing. I want him and Keyshawn, little bro, big bro. Quote, Shakur subtweeted it. Be careful what you ask for. Things might just happen. And at the end of the day, he's screaming about rehydration clauses. I seen it was an article where Greg Hackett said he right to put a rehydration clause on Conor Benn. People saying, well, Conor Benn put a rehydration clause on Chris Eubanks. My thing is this, this the same dude, this the same ninja. And I'll play the clip again because people tend not to hear this part. This the same guy. When it came to Tank using rehydration clause, which is, I don't really fuck with Tank neither. You know what I'm saying? What did he say when it came to Tank using rehydration clause? What did he say? He said it was, that's weak. That's for people who don't think they can win. So, my thing is, what side of the gun line we on? Come on.
Actually, yeah, it can happen. I just think it got to be at a reasonable weight. And I don't want no, rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's going to take away from me actually beating him. So he could come in. Long as he make the actual weight, I'll be with it. But it's going to have to be a lot of testing.
See, and he's pretty much what Ryan Garcia, he's saying is that, he can, he can make the weight. He long as he on drug teed, but it got to be a rehydration clause. He don't fuck with rehydration. I'm not doing no, or whatever was Tank. What was the responder with Tank? He was saying, I ain't doing a rehydration clause. Now all of a sudden, it's a rehydration clause. He ain't who he said he was. What's up?
Rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's going to wait, and I don't want no rehydration clause. I don't want nothing that's going to take away from me actually beating him. So, he could come in, long as he make the actual weight, I'll be with it. But it's going to have to be a lot of testing. It's going to have to be some real testing. And I'm with it. Let's make it happen there.
The rehydration clause, that's some bullshit?
Yeah, I think...
Because Tank does that to every fighter. So, does Frank Martin has to do the same thing?
I don't know what Frank Martin has to do. But Frank Martin is more so 135 pounder. So I don't understand the reason why he would do it. Okay. But that's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. Because if you go watch when Ryan fought Tank and you watch when Devin fought Tank and you see the size, the how good he's feeling. You could tell he's feeling good on that night.
Like I said, it's the same dude who's, when he was coming to Tank, he was condemning, rehydration clauses and all this stuff. If you good, move up and do it. What you need a rehydration clause for? What you need a catch weight for? If you what Shakur Stevenson say he is, why not just do it? Do it. What OJ Juice Man say? Do it, pussy nigga. You won't do it. Just do it. If you him, do it. If you that good, do it. What you need a rehydration clause up to go up to 147 pounds for? You good? What you need to catch weight for Conor Ben? It's already going to be hard for Conor Ben to go from whatever they fought at 160 to 100, back down to 147 pounds. It's already going to be hard for him to do it then. You know, and then they always talking about in the future or it can happen. Hey, let's make it happen next. If you him, they always want to host the next biggest fight. At the end of the day, we want to see that shit. We always talking about, you know, what's the big fights and you know what can happen and you know when is, and we let us know when it's gonna happen. Don't call each other out. Oh, later in 2026 or in 2027 or down the road. No, I just feel like you shouldn't call anybody out. You shouldn't call anybody out, to be honest, unless y'all about to fight next. Y'all sit here, marinate. Y'all see what happened with PBC and all they top fights that they made at the end of the line. They got clipped. And I agree with the dude Benji down there. He said, we ain't trying to hear, be careful. Just make it happen. Thank you. Make it happen. Shakur's, a lot of these dudes, a lot of these dudes for real, bro. They've been match made very carefully. Bro. A lot of these dudes more protected than y'all know. You know, so you know, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. A lot of these dudes more protected than you know. But you know, but yeah, as far as the fight, yeah, Shakur can win the fight. Devin can win the fight. You know, Devin is, you know, the thing about it is when Shakur fought somebody where, you know, he was at a physical disadvantage. And I think that's what, you know, that's what people need to realize. He's at a disadvantage in this fight. When he fought T.O. just jumped off his feet. T.O. really wasn't athletic. You know, he was athletic for an Hispanic, but being slick and athletic for a black fighter is most of the times, you know, something different. And when you look at Shakur Stevenson, a lot of the guys that, you know, he beat up on his career, you know, they've been tailor-made to make him look good. He ain't fought nobody, you know, off script for real. He ain't fought nobody off script. All these Hispanics that he fought, look all these Hispanics that he fought who don't jab. You know, he fought a puncher and got hit one time and he ran from him, right? He's naturally bigger than most of these guys. Jamil Herring, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the bigger guys that he did face as far as big, but you know, Jamil probably most likely should have been a 35-pounder. I think he swells back down. You know, Valdez, significantly bigger than Casiaco. You know, he missed the weight for that fight, but he's an awkward guy, but not a big guy, right? Yoshino, Edwin De Los Santos, the one big guy that can crack. He ran for 12 rounds. He literally ran from it. It was a horrible performance. Spinach, artichoke, you know, disadvantage, pally, late replacements. Cepeda don't use, you know, Hispanic don't use a jab. T.O. Hispanic don't use a jab. 68-inch arms, 5'8", and then you go over there to Devin Haney, you know what I'm saying? A little bit longer arm, 71, 5'9", athletic, tall, rangy, gonna use a jab. You know what I'm saying? You know, fought a variety of different guys. This would be a touch for him to fight somebody like Shakur Stevenson. So, you know, to keep it real with you, it's a good fight. It's a fight where it might be back and will it be a boring fight? Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna be a tactical fight. Will anybody get hurt in the making of this fight? No, it's rated G. It's probably gonna be a rated G fight, a tactical fight. And the fight might break out. Somebody might get clocked and the fight might break out. It's competitive and sparring, but that's with headgear on, the bigger gloves, smaller gloves, you know, but it'll be a decent scrap, I think. You know, Devin size, Devin jab, you know, him talking about he need a rehydration clause. You know, Devin had to do a rehydration clause. That let you already know right then and there. Shakur Stevenson don't want to fight. First, he condemning rehydration clause, so now it's to his benefits. Now he condoned, oh, y'all need a rehydration. Nah, you know, you just being a pussy. That's just what it boiled down to. No, go in there, beat that man at his best, and don't take away from your performance. Beat him at his best. What's so hard about it? You so much better than everybody else. Why do you need a competitive advantage versus Conor Ben? Why do you need a competitive advantage versus Devin Haney? Like when Bernie was like, oh, you know, Devin just too big and he need to move on. And nigga, that's how you make your name. beating bigger dudes than you. That's why it's called pound for pound. You supposed to move up and whoop niggas that's bigger than you. That's why they call it pound for pound. That's why they call it pound for pound. Skills have to travel. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the link tree. It's the first link in the description. Follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. But yeah, you know, they always talking about down the line. That's kill boxing. Pacquiao Mayweather kill boxing with all that down the line shit. Down the line, down the line, down the line, down the line, down the line. How about right now? You feel me? How about right now? Let's just get it done and over with. So appreciate y'all. Peace.